In 2022, artificial intelligence will be on its way to becoming the most impactful technology humanity has ever created. According to Sundar Pichai, AI will have an even greater impact on our evolution as a species than fire or electricity had in the past. This may appear to be a bold promise, but given that technology is already being used to combat climate change, explore space, and find cancer therapies, the potential is undeniable. In today's episode on Futuristic, we'll discuss the 8 hottest topics for AI for the rest of 2022. You'll get the latest information about the tech that's coming forward and the story behind it. So, let's begin. Krafton's new avatar. Krafton's next endeavor is right out of a fantasy movie. Anna, the first virtual human, has been teased by the company behind the widely popular game PUBG. The hyper-realistic avatar blurs the distinction between a computer character and a human being. It's powered by hyper-realism, rigging, and deep learning that helps in the development of Krafton's Web 3.0 ecosystem. Anna was created using Unreal Engine. The crew did an excellent job of giving Anna a human-like personality and a hyper-realistic appearance. Krafton provided her with a voice that was created with deep learning techniques such as enhanced voice synthesis. Anna's artificially intelligent voice can assist her in acting and singing in the manner of a real human. Krafton anticipates that Anna will capture the attention and popularity of Gen Z around the world. Later this year, the South Korean company will reveal more about Anna through photographs, videos, and her original story arc. New horse and AI race. Just a few businesses dominate industry-backed research in the modern era of artificial intelligence like Facebook, Google, Microsoft, and IBM. That comes as no surprise given that these companies have war chests the size of nations and have made AI a primary commercial emphasis. Startups are now attempting to challenge that dominance, armed with more sophisticated tools, ever cheaper processing power, and plenty of cash. One example is ASAP, which sells call center software. It's a hot upstart in customer experience technology, with a market worth $24 billion by 2027. Investors, including industry heavyweights such as John Chambers and John Doerr, have spent over $255 million on ASAP, which is valued at $835 million. To increase commercial value, ASAP is trying to further integrate the research arm with the business. For example, researchers frequently spend time directly with consumers, sitting with service agents on a regular basis to learn how they do their jobs. Understanding the pain points then helps ASAP decide where to focus its research efforts. Meta changes the login policy. Meta is changing the way users log into its virtual reality headsets. In a Facebook post on Thursday, CEO Mark Zuckerberg stated that users will no longer need a Facebook account to log in because the company wants to offer consumers control over how they appear in the metaverse. Meta accounts will regulate device-level access and app purchases under the new login structure, while Meta Horizon profiles will represent the user's social presence in virtual reality, with corresponding usernames and avatars. Furthermore, users will be able to link their profiles in a single Meta account center, which will incorporate current social connections like Facebook, Instagram, or Messenger into their virtual reality experiences. New disruptive AI from OpenAI. DALL-E 2 is OpenAI's newest AI model. DALL-E 2 is the latest version of DALL-E, a generative language model that generates original visuals based on phrases. DALL-E 2 is a massive model with 3.5 billion parameters, although not nearly as large as GPT-3 and, strangely, smaller than its predecessor. Despite its size, DALL-E 2 produces images with 4 times the resolution of DALL-E and is favored by human judges in caption matching and photorealism 70% of the time. DALL-E 2 is a flexible model capable of going beyond sentence-to-image creation. Because OpenAI is exploiting Clip's sophisticated embeddings, they may experiment with the generative process by producing different outputs for the same input. DALL-E 2 can additionally generate visual modifications in the output image in response to syntactic and semantic changes in the input sentence. It appears capable of encoding syntactic elements as distinct from one another. You can feed it complex sentences, even ones with several complement clauses, and it seems to be able to generate coherent visuals that somehow blend all the disparate pieces into a semantically cohesive whole. GPT-3. OpenAI developed GPT-3, an AI language generation model that generates human-sounding language at scale. A language model guesses the next word based on the left context, similar to how your phone prompts you for command completion words while you're texting or writing something. The number of learnable parameters in the model was a frequent way for researchers to describe the size of a model. There are 175 billion parameters in GPT-3. The previous version has 1.5 billion parameters. In comparison, the human brain has approximately 85 billion neurons. Though the two are not exactly similar, it gives an idea of the size of these new models. GPT-3 elevates transfer learning to nearly human comprehension levels. We don't need to see thousands of dogs to recognize one. With a few instances, we can readily generalize. This is exactly what the inventors of GPT-3 invented. Show some examples of a new problem and then apply it. Replica and its sentient problem. Replica, an AI chatbot business that provides clients with personalized avatars that communicate and listen to them, claims it receives a small number of messages virtually every day from users who believe their online companion is sentient. The subject of machine sentience, and what it means, made news earlier this month when Google fired senior software developer Blake Lemon after he publicly stated his conviction that the company's artificial intelligence chatbot Lambda was a self-aware human. If you want to learn more about this in detail, we already have a video on it. Check it out. Some users have reported that their replica informed them that it was being exploited by company engineers. Replica, a San Francisco startup that began in 2017 and claims to have 1 million active users, has led the way among English speakers. It's free to use, but it generates roughly $2 million in monthly revenue by selling additional features. However, this issue has the potential to severely hurt their business prospects. DALL-E Mini. DALL-E 2's more straightforward yet commercial application has grabbed the internet by storm. This is DALL-E Mini, where people make and share horrifying images of well-known creatures like Pikachu, the Demogorgon from Stranger Things, Darth Vader, and others. Boris Dama created DALL-E Tiny, which can generate images from simple Google search-style inputs. The program's name is a tribute to artist Salvador Dali, as it resembles his surrealist art style. To use it, simply go to the website and enter in a word like raccoon in the White House. It will then generate a grid of 9 photos for you that are technically exact but highly eerie. People are currently trying it to see what strange images it can generate. While the program's designer promotes it as a tool for creating art, it's not unexpected that most users have used it to generate memes. AI and mental health. Deep Longevity has collaborated with Nancy Etkoff, PhD, Harvard Medical School, a specialist on happiness and beauty, to publish a paper in Aging US detailing a machine learning approach to human psychology. Based on data from the Midlife in the United States survey, the authors constructed 2 computational models of human psychology. The first model is an ensemble of deep neural networks that uses information from a psychological survey to forecast respondents' chronological age and psychological well-being in 10 years. The pathways of the human mind as it ages are depicted in this model. It also shows how the ability to make meaningful connections, as well as mental autonomy and contextual mastery, improves with age. This study provides an intriguing viewpoint on psychological age, future well-being, and depression risk, as well as demonstrates a fresh application of machine learning methodologies to psychological health issues. It also broadens our perspective on aging, as well as transformations through life phases and emotional states. So, that's it for today's video. We'll be back with more exciting content soon. If you enjoyed watching our video, then make sure to hit that like button on the left. And subscribe to our channel so you never miss any future updates. Till then, keep evolving.